Okay, I did forget to do this journaling card in the other video, so I'm gonna do this today, and that is all just envelope, napkin. That's just odd bits of paper there. So I'm going to decoupage that on there with this one because it's nice and quick. So actually the lid wasn't on properly, so hopefully, oh yes, fine. All right. It's really funny. I go really quiet when I'm collaging or decoupaging. It's funny. It's like it just relaxes me that much. Oh, I want to go from the top to the bottom. So. Okay. I think that's going to look nice with that over the top and then that sort of in the middle. Yeah. Right. Now I'll go and put that to dry and be back in a bit. Okay, that was all dry. Just put my little bit of vellum. Changed my mind because I forgot that I'd done a freebie on the Facebook group, so I used one of those on there and put that in there instead. Okay, and then you've got a journaling bit. This was just paper put together. That's all that is. No card in that whatsoever. It was just all about 3 or 4 different layers of paper just to create a bit of card there. So that was all right, like that. So there's another one done. Right, I'll show you where I've got to. I haven't worked out the cover yet. I've done part of the cover. I'm not going to show you yet because, you know, I made the embroidery poppies and I just feel they're too heavy. So at the moment, I'm leaving it alone and just sort of having a look every little bit just to see whether I like them on there or not. Because I think the embroidery that I previously done is quite delicate, and I think the poppies are quite heavy looking, so I'm not sure yet. So I'm doing and also I don't want to get the cover ruined because it's, you know, the fabric and I've machine done it and everything. So I'm doing most of this journal before I sew it in. Okay, I can take all the bits out once I sew it in, if you know what I mean. So I'll just show you where I got to, which I like this. Nothing to do with poppies, but I don't know. It just, the colour and everything seems to go beautifully. So I'm putting it in there and I really like it. So, well, when it stays in, but it's not been backed or anything yet. I'll stitch around it and make it look like a tag, or I'll keep that one square because that's a tag. And here where I've got that, I don't do these anymore. I think, well, I'll leave it to you whether you want them on there. Because they used to irritate me sometimes, you know, but especially if I didn't want to put anything in there. So I shall put a little word or something over that, cover that. Okay, you know what I've done here? That was the coffee staining bit I've recently done. Okay, I haven't done anything. I've moved this to there. So for reasons that it was looking a bit funny in the middle, so I just moved everything around a bit and got there in the end. This is the pockets I just stuck in with a little bit lace over, so it's there. I'm doing something in here. I must probably gesso over that a little bit. It's a little bit bright. It's not that bright, but it just, yeah, it's different to the rest. So I'll do something there. And if I really don't like it, I'll cover it up with a big pocket or something. That one's made that one into a pocket, and also a little tuck spot here. Okay, I thought that was nice page, and I'm keeping that as is. So that sits in there. There, that's what we done the other day, the envelope thing. Envelope insert. Then I made one of the pages, cut it down, and then put it back to back to make a tag to go in there. And then I made a short page with that there, and like a faux glassine pocket there. Very nice. And that was cut out from a piece of paper I had left over from something like that one. So I must probably use that as well somewhere. So I've done that. And that's the, oh yeah, and I've changed this. I had this, I think this is what it was. I had this, and this was somewhere else, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to put that in the middle, because I quite like the way that was looking, because that was on its own, which is still lovely, but I thought, no, I'm going to add that because this is quite thick. So that was just, I haven't finished that yet, but that's going to be, like I say, I haven't finished it properly. I haven't stitched these or anything yet, but that's going to be like that. And then the stitches and something will be there. And then that's going to be the back. Yeah, then this needs something doing to it, but that's going to be, oops, the other side of that short page is going to be a flip out. Okay, and then that can be paper clipped down for a moment. There. That's the other side of that. That's there. This could move. It doesn't have to be here. It's just, it's there for now. That's the other side of the envelope. Then I had this hanging around, so I backed it with vellum and stitched that in, put one of the butterflies. I've done that as a freebie as well on the Facebook group. Yeah, side pocket there, and tuck spot on that one. So usually these are good for envelopes. So I've got them here. Good. So I've got loads of bits and pieces to go in, so there's the envelopes. That can go there. And that actually envelope would look, this is a double tuck, just a simple one, but I think that envelope will look nice there actually, and leave that as it is. Leave that because that looks good. And then that's a triple pocket there. And the tuck spot here, which I haven't done anything yet. That's too small. You could go there. Okay, and then that's just a tuck spot there. So any journaling card can go there, but I had that left over, so I just popped that in. It fitted. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do now is gesso the pages that I don't like a little bit. Oh, it's looking everywhere, but I'll sort that out when we stitch that in. I'm not going to worry about it now. Okay, well, I'm going to go through and do a little bit of stamping. Okay. Need a good clean actually. What? It's lovely out there today. Oh, Just stop that being noisy. Okay, and a bit there, I think. So, no, that's fine. This is, so what am I doing it with? Coffee, but it's getting old, if you know what I mean. Needs re-inking, so it's not too wet, so it's not too dark, so I know the pressure that I've got to put on. It's fine. Mine slides around a bit because mine's laser printed. It's a little bit shiny. So do that. Okay. Can't remember where that was, but okay, that's that done. Like I say, I didn't want to do too much stamping because I'm quite happy the way it's going. Maybe a little tiny bit of stenciling now, and that is it. And then I think I'm gonna stitch in the journal. Then I'm gonna start adding stuff to it, because we've got quite a lot going on at the moment. Yeah, I'll finish them off, but that's okay. There was that in there. I thought it was in a plainer one. Oh, I know where it was. It's in this one. Okay. Right, so I think the next time you see this, it's going to be stitched in. Okay. I'll link below. I've done quite a few tutorials on single signatures sewing in, or well, one anyway. Yeah, so I'll link that below. It's no different for this one to any of the others, so I shall see you in a bit. Bye bye. Right, I thought today I would I'll do a little flip over the page. I've got these scrapbook pieces that I've at some point, I'll just check that. Yeah, I need to just cut that down straight so that they're equal. And it's going to flip over the page. And I'm going to use some of the snippet roll that we done. Or I done, I should say. Yeah, more equal. That's some of the watercolour backgrounds we've done up with the gel plate, I think. Okay, so I'm going to keep that as is, just tone it down a bit and cover the back. So actually I'll cover the back first. So I've got one of the, it's from one of my kits. I use them a lot actually. I've done a folio out of it as well, because it's got, this is the more faded version, and then I've got ones that are more prominent, and it's just a little kit that I brought out. Oh, right. Oh, actually, I'll use glue stick. I think I always used to say that, and it does come across a bit strange when you put you know, subtitles on. Okay, right, I'm going to just ink up the background of that a bit. Okay. Right, now that I haven't got much on there, I'll go over this and tone that white down a bit, even though I quite like it. But I always like to have dark around the edges and then getting lighter in the middle. Seems to, that's the way I like to see things. Okay. Yep. Because there's not much on here, I'll go straight in the middle of this one, and then, you know, I do it sort of opposite. So we haven't got much on here. Right, so that's going to go over the page like that. What I might do is stick this on now, just so I get it right, because knowing me, I'll have it upside down. Okay, right, let's have a look. Do you want that big one there? This is a skinnier one. I could put a bit of lace down there. I think that looks quite nice. I'm going to cut that there. Okay. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. That was not planned at all. I don't know actually where that come from. That will work brilliantly. Just need the same for the other bit. So hopefully I've got some, because I know haven't got any of that left, I don't think. I'm going to put it over, stitch it, and then cut it, I think, and then that become a nice tuck spot. I mean, you could use vellum, you could do anything on these, you know, just create a little pocket. I think it was Wendy that started these ages ago. I mean, I have done something similar. Well, you know, ages ago. I've done things over the page and that, but Wendy's done some really lovely ones, so it's well worth checking her channel out. I shall put a link of her channel below. I'm going to go there, I think. Okay, I'm just going to stick this side down a bit. Do the same the other side. Right, let's see if I can find a bit of that lace. I'll be back in a minute. It didn't take too long. Yep, I think I'll get that butterfly in and then cut that little bit off there. Right, so what I do now is I'm going to cut it now actually, and then I'm going to stitch around it. These little bits can do for paperclip embellishments. Don't like the way that's looking there though. It looks wonky, doesn't it? So we need to get that out of the way. There we go. Okay, I think I can throw those bits away. That one's okay. That one's cool. Either way, actually, looks quite nice. We'll find something for that. Seems daft, doesn't it? Right. Let's ink up that. Okay, I'm just gonna go and stitch mine. Actually, what I'm gonna do on here, I might, because I've got some scraps somewhere. I'm just wondering to put a bit of a, like a journaling spot afterwards on the back there, because that'll be on the inside of the page. So that, I think that'll look quite nice. And just a bit in the middle with the journal on. Yep, I'm gonna do that. Right, I'll just go and stitch around. Okay, that's all stitched around. That's neatened everything up. Okay, and then I've done these. These are just a piece of printed out lined paper, you know, from one of my kits. I had no idea it was in my sort of pile that I've got of printouts, and I just fold it over and then stitch around it and then put a tab on the top. And then I put one of my snippets I've made in there, the mini snippets there. I haven't got one on that one, but I might put one later, just depends. And then they just fit in there. It's only paper, so got to be a little bit like careful, really. Yeah, let's have a look. Make sure that goes in. There we go. Then, oh, yeah, it's helium fat. Sorry, these ones I've all stitched. They're ready to put back in the journal. Right, where was it? There was a page somewhere. I might have to wait. What I'll do, I'm going to put that all together. So, because I'm going to go through the journal and place those in a minute, and then we can have a look to see what needs to be done. I put a pocket in here. I'm not sure you'll see that on the flip through, really. And now I've got to decorate that yet. Yeah, and find something else to go in there. But I'm going to... Oh, I haven't gone around that one. I must do that. I'll stitch around that one. I'll leave that out like that. And I'm going to put a little snippet on there, I think. Oh, it's really funny because the sticky, double-sided tape I used on these when I done them is really sticky and it's not coming off the back of those. Whereas my other tape was great. Oh, that looks, I'm not sure. It might be. So what I've got to do, you know, if I peel that off, it's just, it's really horrible. It's like gone. It's just so old. So all I've been doing is just tearing it away. So like that, which is fine because it's very thin. So normally they peel off lovely, but there we go. I've got that out of the way. I'm not sure whether, yeah, I'm going to put that there because I don't like to see that. So I shall put that there while I think of it. Just a bit too much glue. Far too much glue. Lucky with Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, it just rubs off. And what I might do is put a little flower there so I can little bit of glue there. It's come through. Used too much. Let's go through. It takes me a couple of times going through a journal when I do this. And those are the little skinny ones, and they're all right. So I need to make holes in those. Do that now. And then I will thread something through on those. Together. Like these ones, I'm just going to put lines on the back because they're on thicker card. Yeah, I've got to do that. Yeah, I was going to place that there. That's quite thick card too. Right, there's one there. A skinnier one than that. Yeah, that sits in there nice. Right, these are this one. I'll just line those. Yeah. Haven't stuck that in yet. That's a bit of a snippet. Put that one there. I'm not saying that's the right place either, but oh, that could be quite nice. Make a hole later for that. This one could go like that. Yeah. Actually, I think that might have gone in there. I'm not sure. I'll leave that there for now. That's all okay there. And that's an envelope anyway. Okay, I haven't got anything for yet. What did I have in there then? I might have that in there. Tea bag or a bit of sponge. Okay, there. Right. things there. So I'll just put that in there for now. Okay, and that's going to sit in there. Okay, well that's most of them. That's all gone, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I've got a few other things that I've just done some, you know, they're at their raw state. And I've got another one of those. I've got a few left if I need them, or it's just napkins. There's a napkin one, that was a napkin. So I've got a few of those, need them. Okay. It's actually feeling quite nice. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and decorate a bit, you know. Look. Yeah. I think it's sort of nearly there, isn't it? To be honest, I think time we decorate. And looks like I've got enough to do maybe another one. Yeah, I have. Haven't used any of the tickets or anything, but then we have done a lot of other things because I've done all those tags, didn't I? It was a little bit different.